Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us today, and thank you so much for choosing to be part of this program. My name is Beatrice Chuchu, and this program, as I always say, is that we focus on people and workplace, and we focus in both formal and informal setup. And this is part 2 of what we started last week, and that is what you're going to continue with today. If you joined us last week, I can be sure that you're looking forward to hear what next. And please invite others also to join us. Elevate TV, we're on Elevate Facebook, we're on Empower with Beatrice Chuchu on YouTube. Please feel free to share so people can join us and we go on together. I still have our guests because we are continuing from our discussion. And I want to invite you to say hi to us again.
Yes.
For maybe someone did not meet you last week and you'd want to know who is this beautiful lady.
Yes.
Yeah, just say to us, tell us your name.
Yes,
Yeah.
my name is Ivy Murugi Wangai. I'm born again. I love Jesus. And he's my father and my God. And yes.
Welcome back,
Thank you for having
Ivy.
me here today. Yes.
Asante sana. Last week when we started with Ivy, we learned how her life has been since school, when she lost her parents, taken care of by her grandma. Later the grandma had to go. And now the grandma, who was the mother, in quotes, after she rested, they were chased away from where they were living. And that is where we stopped last week. I want to see how from there Ivy has moved to who she is today, because amazingly, today she's a landlady. And that is where we want to learn from her. How did she transition from all this? Having gone through such a background, going through pains, a lot of issues, losses, but today she can smile and say God has brought her this far. So Ivy,
Yes.
umefukuzwa na umeamua kurent.
Yes.
What next? Na bado una kazi. I'm eager to hear what happens.
I decided to, because while living with my grandma, she used to take us to her property in Kikuyu. And she used to carry us. She used to have me, my brother, and my other cousins together.
Yes.
And she paid for all of us school fees. That was in high school,
Yes.
primary, and now university. So I remember every time I've just remembered that we're watching her. I was watching her deal with tenants coming in. She's gone to her property in Kikuyu to now collect her.
Oh, rent.
Yes, so
Wow.
she did it her way. So fighting with tenants and
Can you imagine?
quarreling people. Wengine wanawatandika. She was tough. She was really tough. And to be able to manage such,
Yes.
because you're also dealing with men, you're dealing with crooks, you're
Yes.
dealing with people who are playing with your mind. So we used to be busy eating while
Yes.
she's busy dealing with tenants
with
while we
us.
were there. So I learned that. As a child, I've learned also what you watch from your parents.
Yes.
It's a model. It's like a radio cassette sticks in you. So yes, so now that our dad's property was left,
Yes.
when we decided, we had just given it to some 2 tenants, because my grandma had, my dad completed, we were living in one part of the house.
Yes.
This other part where my dad wanted to, he built his own house.
Yes.
But he never got to finish, and he never got to live in the other side. So when he passed on, my grandma took it up, divided it into 2. So me and my brother decided to be taking rent from one person, and the other one from the other person. So that's how we survived.
Oh, that is the money now you'll use to pay rent where you are.
Our livelihood.
And to eat and everything.
Yes. So I remember taking a Mabati house.
Yeah.
For 2.5 in an area in Kino.
Yeah.
And along Wayaki Way.
Yes.
So Yes, and 2.5 is manageable.
Yes, yeah.
From from a bungalow of 6
Yes.
bedrooms,
Yes, yeah.
that
you
kind
can
of a
manage.
life,
Yes,
to a mabati house,
yes.
and the bathroom and toilet is outside.
Yeah.
That is not easy.
Yeah, because you're
a
moving from
big-
another life to
yes.
another.
But what I was looking for was peace.
Yeah.
It was peace. Through a friend, I was able to move out, because moving out was also not easy.
Yes.
I was staying in that environment, and it was toxic.
Yeah.
And toxicity can kill you faster than any other thing. So we moved out. So from that house is what I used to sustain, lipa my rent and food, and any other maybe fare to go to church or something. Yeah, so that's how, while we were still looking for jobs.
You're
that
still looking
time.
for jobs. Now you're looking for a job. Your brother is also looking for a job?
My brother is still in school.
Or still in school?
Oh, still in
Who is
school.
paying for him now?
My aunties,
Okay.
because they were the administrators.
Oh, yeah.
So at times, even when we're in Kampala, we're going through some, because not enough pocket money.
Yeah.
And all that. So, but we said, you know what, as long as we finished.
Okay. Now, you are living, you are managing to eat, at least it's like a small house. So did you ever get a job?
Actually, no. Actually, that was the time I was looking for a job. During that time when I was living in that car house.
Yeah.
No. Tried applying places, interviews, and then you're not called back again. I tried once in some other companies. I tried, to no avail.
And what was coming to your mind when all this was happening? I'm not getting a job. Nimesoma. It's not that, what was going through your mind?
You think that you're cursed for the way you're coming from. Something is wrong.
Yes.
Like, what's going on? You're frustrated.
Yeah.
Hopelessness. Yeah. And dead end. But what gave me hope was church.
I kept going back to church.
Through church and ministry and the youth outreach and evangelism is what gave me, you know, when you do purpose, something that resonates within you.
Yes.
There's just some fulfillment.
Yes.
So I think
some
that's
peace within.
That's what kept me going.
Yes. So how did you transition now? Now you can't be jobless for forever. You need to do something. I would love to know now what happened. Job is not coming. You can't just continue just living. So what happened?
First of all, you accept the state you're in.
Yes.
And I accepted. And there's still these rankles at home.
Yes.
Land issues, blah, blah, blah. So, but by a lot of prayer invested over the whole thing, God finally brought it to fruition. And the things that were assigned to my dad were now to come to us.
Yes.
But they were still in the administrator's
Yeah.
docket. Yes. So now it was finally like the family sat down, they had a meeting, they said, okay, there've been several fights.
Yeah.
And there's this saying in Swahili, ndovu wakipigana, nyasi ndio humia. We who don't have a say, the kids, we're just watching you guys fight.
Yeah.
And we are the ones, because they have money. They are okay, they have their families. But us, hey, we're just watching TV.
Yeah.
We're just watching them. So I must say it was just prayer. That was the only thing I could do. I could only pray.
Wow.
I could only pray and hope and have faith. Pray. But there was a time I almost let go. I said I actually wanted to fly out. You know these jobs you fly out and ujitafutie huko, and then someone told me, God still needs you here.
Yes.
My passport actually was stamped twice. My grandma wanted, that time when she was alive, she wanted us to leave for the US like her kids.
Yeah.
How she helped her kids fly out and they were able to get greener pastures. That didn't happen. My passport got cancelled, me and my brother twice. But for my other cousins, they were able to go.
Wow.
Because their mother was there. So she wanted us to go. But,
yes.
And I asked God, why this? So kasi job hapa, si job inje. And then it's not coming forth. So, but later on,
Yes.
I came to understand God wanted us around because of what was to be handed over to us.
So finally, all these administration stories and everything happened.
Yes. We finally went to the DC, to one of the government offices.
Yeah, government offices.
We now went to arbitration.
Yes, it's a process.
Na tuko kotini bado. Tunatoka, inasemekana ni arbitration where if people could agree.
Yeah, if people could agree, yes.
And they finally agreed.
Thank God.
Even after agreeing, there was a property in Kino. It was supposed, my grandma signed it, wrote our names, me and my brother. It was supposed, of course, to be for my dad.
Yes.
But we were supposed to be given it at the age of 20s.
Yeah, when
20s.
you're already mature.
Yes. But it was way, it was given at 30s. But even after the meeting, they still did not let it go.
Wow.
Until we had an altercation with them, a physical confrontation, and I said, you know, you people are going to give us our things.
Yes.
I don't know what God did, but after that, I just got a friend who was a lawyer. I went, got paperwork, I got whatever I could. I don't know, some wisdom that just drops at the moment. And I went to the lawyer, and the lawyer gave me instructions what to do, go to those clients. I went to the tenants now in Kino now, in that property. I went physically, like an agent. I went physically, went to each and every one of them and told the agent who was there, this property belongs to us. I went to literally take it from my auntie's hands to our hands. To also prove that we're mature.
Yes.
To manage. And that's how we started collecting rent. And God gave us favor with the agent and started showing us how to go about it.
Wow, now you're getting into a field that you are only looking at observing your grandma.
Yes.
Dealing with it her way. And we got to hear how this happened and how did you manage, because now you've gone to that property.
Yes.
And you have to start somehow. Maybe through the experience of your grandma. Or what you think.
I know.
And God, of course, helping you. But I'm looking at it and trying to understand. How did you just start?
Exactly what I told you. I literally was on the ground, went to every tenant.
Talking to them?
Yes, and giving them the paperwork. If you dare pay my auntie this money, you will go.
Oh, so now you're going giving papers?
Yes. To the property.
Were you fearing anything? Or what was something you're doing, is your first time, and this courage you've gotten?
When you're tired of fights and that which is supposed to be given to you guys and it's being delayed, has delayed your life, you're not giving us any jobs, you're not connecting us, so what do you want?
You're tired of the state.
Yes, nilikuwa nimefika mwisho. So I was to do it or do it.
Wow. Do it or do it.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was angry, and you know, I'm the firstborn. My brother's looking up to me.
Yeah.
And I would say the courage coming from God also, because I wouldn't say that I went physical.
Yes.
No.
But of course you couldn't go fight them the way your grandma was doing.
Yes. So I went to give out papers, and this is the first time we're meeting people, so they're wondering who is this.
Who is this?
The agent introduced me to each and every one of them and told them, now these are the owners.
Wow.
So be giving to them, and if you dare give to this other side, that's how I literally took over. So I started managing first time. So, but in my HR project, if I can take you back, I did a project on property management.
Okay. That was your project.
That was my project. A bit
Beautiful.
of it. I did a bit of it. I studied Lloyd Masika, studied some of these companies and how they manage. Though I wouldn't say it's that, but
yes.
just
but
a little knowledge.
Something.
Yes. Just a little knowledge. I said, okay. But you know, companies, how they manage is different from a small person, like a small building, and then you begin one-on-one with the people. It's like you're a tiny pastor of business people. That's what I realized later on, after managing and taking up. It was really deteriorated because see also it was really left to rot, to degrade the property, yes, to degrade the value.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, we need to take a break, yeah? Then we'll come to hear how the journey has been from there up to where we are right now. Because I think there are key things we need to learn from you. The challenges you have faced and how you've been able to move from one level to another because you're not where you were that time.
Yes.
You have grown. It's good for us to learn from you.
True.
I believe you're listening to us and you're getting some great aspects and not giving up and also reaching a point and deciding, you know what, I think this state, I can't go around this mountain forever. I need to at least to move forward. And that is where we are. We're taking a short break. Don't go far. My name is Beatrice. Chuchu. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Empower, where we focus on people and workplace. My name is Beatrice Chuchu, and we've been going through since last week a journey with Ivy to see how she started and where she is right now. And before we took a break, we are looking at now you have gone and you've decided now, I have to be the landlord, the landlady now. I have to take over. It's now or never.
Or never.
So how has the journey been since then?
It has been very tough.
Wow.
It has been tough because of the state the building was in.
Oh.
Electricity was put bypass.
Oh.
If you understand what that means.
Yes, it's done in some funny places.
Yes, bypass. There was no toilet.
Oh.
So the tenants are going to the city councils. I mean.
Yeah.
And there are tenants who are living their single rooms.
Yes.
So I said, oh my God, this is, so by necessity or I think natural instinct, there needs to be a toilet. There needs to be some bathrooms. So I got from one of the tenants money in advance, started borrowing from within, from the biggest owning business. So I got some finances because the city council was coming to always close the place down, close the building, getting bribes.
Yeah, I know.
They want bribes because hiyo ndo walikuwa wamezoea from that building.
Yes.
So I said, I'm a Christian.
Yes.
My challenge comes there too. As being a Christian, are you going to bribe? Are you? So,
and this is a new area, this is a new business you're getting into.
You're a new face.
Yes.
You don't know these people.
And they're able to trust you to give you money in advance. You're using your HR skills now.
Exactly.
Yes.
Dealing with people.
Yes.
Now it comes on the ground.
Yes.
So I think this is where it really challenged me. Because others will lie to you.
Yeah.
Others, you're naive.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Yes.
So, but I just did it. You begin, it's like getting a baby and you start kulea.
Somewhere.
So I remember that the KPLC guys came, gave us a penalty we had to pay.
Yeah.
Because of they found out about it, they came and put a seal. You can even be arrested.
Yes.
Because of that. That is quite a big offense. So I had to pay them and a certain amount because like a penalty cost so that they can remove their seal or something and to report you from the headquarters and all that because that was a crime actually. So I corrected the electricity so it was being instead of illegal now it's legal. I'm a Christian. So those are the things that are going on in my heart and mind. I have to do things the right way and I also got to build like 2 toilets and a bathroom.
Where?
from the first floor.
Yes.
I built. I got money, borrowed. Remember, this is the first time I'm doing this.
Yes.
I borrowed money and I designated to build this and this. Got fundis. Now dealing with fundis.
That's another thing again.
Of mijengo and all that and eating money. You don't know how it goes.
Yes.
So what I was used, now I start remembering what my grandma used to do.
Wow.
In sites when I see her on a
Yes, how
site, she's going to check on some building.
Yes.
So now this is becoming a reality. So you're watching and you're, okay, this is what my grandma did. This is what I remember, and then I'm like, I applied. I encourage myself.
Did you have someone that would be like a mentor or someone in this area, or you just going alone?
To tell you the truth, alone.
Wow.
Alone. I must say it's just God.
Yeah.
Alone, because nobody cares about you. It's all about hustling and how you get your money. You know, like when you get into a matatu going home,
Yeah.
nobody cares
Yes.
where you're coming from, as long as you have your own food, you have a
You
shelter.
just go.
So literally, no one.
Wow.
No one, no
But-
one.
but,
Because in the first place, they don't want you to have that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So it is either you manage
Yes.
or you manage.
Oh, yes. There's no
Or it will be
two-way
taken
here.
back because
Yes.
you're not able
you
to.
can't. But
Yes.
now, have you grown from there to maybe tell us a bit? You don't need to tell us how many houses you are, but what are the key achievements over this journey? Now you've started from that low. You have to do so much. You have to do something you didn't even know how to do, but somehow you made it. So would you say that there are key highlights, that maybe achievements that you have achieved over time?
Yes. According to me, I have learned to applaud myself, to pat myself in the back.
Yes.
Whenever I do something small because of my past.
Yes.
So I'm also applying the psychology that I learned
Yeah, because you had done
in
so
the
many
counseling.
things.
Yes, actually, it dealt with me more
Yes.
when I was interacting with the subject.
Yes.
It dealt with me more. And I realized while managing, I did a lot of renovations, but small
Slowly.
portions.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the money to do it once.
Yes, you don't have.
So I did it small, so you can, you improve a place,
Yes.
a shop, so that it can bring more money. And I got to learn how you talk to tenants. I got to learn how you do deposit and all that.
Yes.
It's actually a class.
I can
It's
imagine.
actually a class, but by action, like
Yes.
by being
there.
yes,
Doing
by
it.
doing it, by
Yes.
doing it. I was learning on the job. So I just started getting renovating, getting ideas how I can make maybe this premises a bit bigger, to change the foundation of the building.
Wow.
So now I have to get to know engineers.
Yes.
Because of the faultiness of some building. And then again, the sticks on the issue of drainage.
Yes.
The septic tank.
Yeah, the
Our
septic.
building had encroached the road. So they came now, akabomoa a part of the building.
Wow. Yes.
And they're not compensating. So part of the septic, whatever holes, were at the road.
Where?
So I had to build another one, but I had to
Yes.
now analyze where is the secure part of the building,
Yes.
not to compromise the foundation.
Yes. Yes.
And to think and do that. That
Yeah.
was just me and my brother. Just to think and do that. Yes. So I kind of wanted to call, maybe now in church now, I just tried getting some friends.
Yes. Who are
So it was
maybe
through
familiar
friends,
with
maybe, are you
such.
familiar with this? Please come
Yes.
help me. There's some project I'm doing, because you're naive. And men can take advantage of you.
Of course, yes.
Mafundis and stuff, say, this is a
This
beautiful
one,
girl.
yes.
What do you know?
What do you know? Yes.
You know, like, and yeah. That's what happened, and did like a 47 feet soak pit as a requirement,
Yes.
according to the government, the county government, for you to have like a toilet or something, those two
Yes.
toilets and the
Yeah,
bathroom,
and the bathroom.
where to get,
Yeah.
I tell you.
But thank God.
Yes.
So over time,
Yes.
you've learned.
Yes.
So now you've become better. I know we don't have so much time.
Yes, yes.
And I'm eager to hear, other than the challenges of starting, Now that you have grown on the business and you've continued to develop and to become better, are there still challenges that you're facing that someone maybe getting into real estate would be expecting?
Yes. I must say that one of the things, even while I'm doing all this,
yes,
we didn't have the paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
Of ownership.
My God.
So all this was by faith. So it was handed over to us just last week, but one.
Wow. Okay.
So that is the testimony. That you know, when you are assured you have the ownership.
Have it. Yes.
Now it's legally ours. So if we want to do any kind of big
actually
venture,
do big ventures, yes,
it's possible. So, but with the small things I've been doing, I've learned a lot. So one of the challenges is, because even right now I just want to get an agent
to help in
manage.
Yes,
because people are taking advantage of you.
Of course, yeah.
Yes. So the challenge is people not paying. COVID came. People don't have money to pay.
Yes, because
and
jobs
you
are
have
not
to understand.
there.
So you let them pass. You remember I said it's like a tiny pastor to business people.
Yes.
I literally saw that. When I see pastor in church managing people, now for me it's business people in the marketplace.
Yeah.
So I said, so I have to, every individual is different.
Yeah.
Others are lying to you. Others are good.
Yes.
They cooperate. Others don't.
Yes.
So, yes, those are the challenges. So I decided, and after sorting advice now, even from the church leadership now and from around, I would advise to get an agent to help manage so that you can be, again, the trauma, you don't want a lot of issues, stress. And I watched my grandma getting high blood pressure because of the noise.
Yeah.
I do want that.
Yeah, now, because of our time,
yes,
there's someone maybe who's been looking for a job as you did. Sana, Naikuji. They may not even have somewhere to start like you started later, after many years.
Yes.
What did you advise them?
I would advise them, seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all these other things shall be added unto you. Because God is one who gives you connection, favor. I was in a certain conference somewhere, and one of the things I had the man of God say, look for work rather than a job.
Yeah, look for work rather than a job.
Something you're good at. And why I was choosing those courses was something that is within me, talking to people, evangelizing to the youth. A purpose that gives you fulfillment.
Yes.
So, and even this management, this was not something I wanted, but it came by default.
Yes, it came by default.
This is not what I expected. So I became a landlady by God's grace. Yes, through inheritance. But you see, it takes God. Because others will be dead.
Yes.
Because of rankles. We know in Kenya the issues of land. You'd be dead by now because of bewitchment and all that. Stress, being murdered. But I thank God for his protection. So I would encourage someone to, number one, put God first. Because he may give you this direction and then he again directs you and blesses you through other means.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Wow, Ivy, it has been great to have you for the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
And I believe someone has learned from you. So we are not going to give up in any way. We are not going to give up. Even if you're looking for that job and it's not coming, you cannot give up. And as our guest has told us, look for work, look for something you can do. Through that, a job will come.
Yes.
And actually, when you do something that you love doing, finally you realize it's becoming even a source of living for you. So do not give up. And above all, it's also good to trust in God. This has been Empower. We are glad that you've been together with us. We look forward to meet you next week. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. God bless you.